Hello and welcome to the Northwestern News Report. I'm Sari Soffer.
And I'm Eric Feldman. Thanks for joining us.
Behind me, 37 floats are getting excited for tonight's homecoming parade. Judges will vote on the best float as they make their way down Sheridan for the biggest pep rally Northwestern has seen in years. As homecoming weekend brought alumni and football to campus, Class of '89 graduate Mike Greenberg also brought his famous ESPN show, Mike and Mike. The newest addition to the Schuylkill Banks Trail is in the works right behind me. It's a 2,000-foot-long concrete boardwalk that starts at Locust Street and extends parallel to the eastern shore of the Schuylkill River. Asthma is often related to poor air quality. Here in Little Village, there's some of the worst air quality in all of Chicago, partly due to industries like this. And frankly, standing out here, it doesn't smell very good. Starting July 17th, this parking lot will transform into an urban oasis with a beach, blanket, and boardwalk theme. For 5 weeks out of the summer, the Oval will bring the community together for a park on the parkway with events and activities of all types for all ages. Northwestern is the only Big Ten school where students don't pay for football tickets. Officials say they hope student support remains high for future games. I'm here at the National Museum of American Jewish History near Independence Mall. Today is Grandparents' Day, so there have been visitors of all ages. But what makes this place special is that there's visitors of all types, here to learn about the timeline of the American Jewish population. Here at Kellogg, more women than ever are focusing on their education to improve their careers. But that doesn't mean family doesn't matter. We want to know, can you have it all? There have been issues with the venture system at both turnstiles. The tap-and-go system is supposed to make things quicker, but so far it seems as if it's just causing people issues on their ride home. CTA riders are in the middle of a transition. The old magnetic stripe transit passes will be replaced with the new Venture System cards. But some riders still haven't gotten their new plastic pass.
It's pretty frustrating. See, I ordered it about a month ago. It still hasn't arrived yet.
The new Venture cards allow online management and balance protection. Users can hook up their personal bank cards or use their transit cards as debits. If only people would get them.
I'm worried because it does expire in like 2 weeks.
CTA media spokesman said they had to extend deadlines for the transition until December 15th. But people who have gotten their Venture cards may be having a harder time now anyway.
It doesn't really work all the time when you try and scan in.
It's rush hour at the Foster L stop, and so far there have been issues with the Venture system at both turnstiles. The tap-and-go system is supposed to make things quicker, but so far it seems as if it's just causing people issues on their ride home.
It's not even reading.
Mine wouldn't read at first either.
The machines aren't the only ones confused. Riders aren't sure exactly how to manage their Venture accounts.
A lot of communication about it's coming, but not that much about how does the system actually work.
The CTA media spokesman urges people to learn about the system by getting started. But the cards need to be distributed and the turnstiles fixed for people to do just that. Sari Soffer, Northwestern News Network. Music, food, and Ohio State banter filled North Campus before Friday night's homecoming parade.
Everyone's really excited, and I think it's going to show.
The Northwestern Marching Band prepared to stir up the crowd with the NU fight song.
We're basically the leaders of the spirit, so it makes sense that we lead the parade.
Behind me, 37 floats are getting excited for tonight's homecoming parade. Judges will vote on the best float as they make their way down Sheridan for the biggest pep rally Northwestern has seen in years.
Homecoming this year in general has been a lot more active than it has in the past couple years.
And it really showed. Sheridan Road was filled with students, alumni, and children cheering on the Cats. And among the spirited crowd were winners of the float contest, Zeta and ZBT, on their Magic School Bus.
It's a big community effort and get a lot of people out.
The parade ended at Deering Field with homecoming Grand Marshal Mike Greenberg announcing this year's homecoming royalty. Greenberg said at the pep rally, "This is our time." Wildcat fans proved his words true as they paraded through Evanston with purple pride. Sari Soffer, Northwestern News Network. Miguel has trouble breathing. The asthma van is here to help.
We see patients that have never been diagnosed actually with asthma, and then patients that have been diagnosed previously but need some more specialized care.
And the best part is that it's mobile.
It's the convenience of the service that I think makes it work for a lot of our communities.
The Mobile Care Foundation's asthma van brings clinical services and education to 37 locations in Chicago. It parks at children's schools to care for those communities.
You're out here 15, 20, 30 minutes at the most. Child is back in class, parent is back off from work. One more.
During the time on the van, nurses check up on patients' breathing.
Do you take your medicine every day?
Mm-hmm.
Does it help you take away the cough?
Mm-hmm. But they also focus on education.
Education is the main thing. When children die from an asthma episode, it's usually because they grab the wrong inhaler. This is important for an 8-year-old or 7-year-old to know, because he may not be with mom.
I came because I hear about asthma care and my child is sick.
Like Araceli, most of the van's patients are part of Chicago's low-income, primarily Hispanic population.
We serve the underserved areas of the city.
According to the Center for Disease Control, 1 in 10 children has asthma in the U.S. In the poor areas of Chicago, it affects 1 in 4.
Little Village is definitely one of our most populated areas that we go to. We have a lot of sites in Little Village and also Pilsen area.
Asthma is often related to poor air quality. Here in Little Village, there's some of the worst air quality in all of Chicago, partly due to industries like this. And frankly, standing out here, it doesn't smell very good.
For us, we're used to it, I guess, been living here all our lives.
Little Village had 2 coal-fired power plants. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, they were the biggest polluters in the area. The local environmental justice organization successfully shut down one last year.
Industrial tours of that nature to now we're doing toxic tours.
The shutdown of the coal plant has been great, but it's going to take a couple of years for us to see some sort of change.
It's not just the coal plant that caused air pollution. Other industry, lack of green space, and busy streets contribute to some of the poorest air quality in Chicago.
I don't know, you can just smell it, and you feel like, you're thinking like, why am I breathing this air? I just see people, they just try and get out of this place and just go. So they don't have to breathe in this kind of air like all the time and everything.
It's not necessarily an issue of race, it's an issue of class.
These lower class neighborhoods experience the worst pollution.
Under the Clean Air Act, there's 6 major air pollutants that they govern, called the criteria air pollutants. And they include things like lead and carbon monoxide, but then there's things like ozone in there and fine particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, 6 big ones.
Chicago does not meet air quality standards for fine particulate matter and ozone levels. Both of these pollutants can aggravate asthma.
It's so much more dangerous than we originally realized.
Urbacheski said a lot of people in that area didn't have asthma growing up in Mexico, but saw their kids develop it here.
Creo que aquí en Chicago tienen más asma los niños por la contaminación, por los cambios de clima, que durante el día cambia mucho el clima, la temperatura, y eso afecta a los niños de asma.
That's why she brought her daughter to the asthma van.
Because we can't run.
Our main mission, keep them in the classroom, keep them out of the emergency room.
Peck and Boovie find this work rewarding.
To be a part of a program that we're able to help these kids and families so much, it's just great,
Peck has seen some of his patients grow from children into fathers, knowing he's made a difference. He hopes to make an impact on Miguel's life too. Sari Soffer, Northwestern News Network. It's no secret that kids like to dance and create and be out in the open air. But then again, who doesn't? The city of Philadelphia wanted to make this all possible while also connecting the community in a common space. So, with lots of planning and support, they created
the Oval, the new shape of fun here on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway.
Starting July 17th, this parking lot will transform into an urban oasis with a beach, blanket, and boardwalk theme. For 5 months out of the summer, the community will come together for events and activities of all types for all ages here at the Parkway.
This is for the people in this neighborhood.
More than 7,000 people live within walking distance of the Ben Franklin Parkway, so it is no surprise that this location has been in focus for the past few years.
What you're really looking at is about $20 million in various enhancements up and down the Parkway.
The most recent enhancement takes place this summer at the Oval. The park on the Parkway will host learning activities, art projects, movie showings, and of course, delicious food. There will be sandboxes and picnic tables to keep up with the beachy theme. I want to come back! So on July 11th, key leaders of the project grabbed their paintbrushes. They began painting their way towards what will be the first step of Philadelphia's More Park, Less Way at the Oval. 1, 2, 3. Sari Soffer reporting from Philadelphia. Women at top universities like Northwestern aren't always thinking about their studies.
I want to have a lot of kids. I came from a family with 5 kids, so I would love to have at least 4.
But timing is often an issue when in school or pursuing a career.
I'm graduating soon and I'm going to start a business, so now's not necessarily the best time to be getting married. It might be delayed a couple of years.
Here at Kellogg, more women than ever are focusing on their education to improve their careers. But that doesn't mean family doesn't matter. We want to know, can you have it all?
I don't know if you can have it all, but I know that you can definitely have a lot.
Jacqueline Howa has a daughter and is expecting another soon. She is back in school, but still maintains an active role in her family life.
You know, as a woman, it definitely requires that you do kind of think about your priorities and where you want to spend your time.
More women are doing just that. The Bureau of Labor Statistics found that in 2010, working wives contributed 38% of their family's incomes. 59% of women in married couple families are employed. And by 2011, 28.1% of wives earned more than their husbands.
I think in order to make it work, it really matters that you have a partner in your life that is supportive and that is there to kind of help you and to fulfill both your goals and dreams from a career perspective, but also from a family and home life perspective.
Women say it's challenging to take on multiple roles, but well worth it. Sari Soffer, Northwestern News Network. At noontime in the office, Danielle Bloomfield thinks about lunch.
We actually get lunch ordered to our office, but you get sick of it every once in a while.
For Bloomfield, variety is essential.
No bread.
But so is convenience.
We got an email last week from the Liberty Trust woman, and she said there's going to be lunch trucks out here, and I literally work right in this building right here.
On July 1st, she was delighted to see the colorful, plentiful, and unique food trucks right outside her office building.
So it's going to be like sweet and savory in your mouth at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Today marks the first day that new and well-known food trucks are here at the Navy Yard to sell their specialties daily. Opening day has been rainy, but vendors say that hasn't stopped nearby employees from coming by.
I was going to come out, you know, unless it was pouring sideways, but it was worth the trip and it kept the line down.
And short lines are just one of the many conveniences these trucks have to offer.
Just the variety. There's, Latin, Korean, sandwiches, so it's pretty cool.
Business employees and vendors alike benefit from the Navy Yard food truck scene.
It's a great area. There's a lot of growth going on. There's a lot of development going on. There's a lot of really interesting businesses that have chosen to make Philadelphia their headquarters.
We'd heard from the Mobile Vending Association that it was a very popular vending spot and that there were over 10,000 employees.
The trucks serve everything from coffee and pastries to Korean tacos and deli meats.
Do you want to actually have it close up?
and it's all sold in the heart of a dynamic Philadelphia business campus and home to more than 130 businesses.
We love it here. It's the people are nice. They have slim offerings for lunch, so it was kind of a no-brainer.
It's a nice way to share Truckee love.
This Truckee love will spread throughout the Navy Yard all summer on all weekdays. Daily schedules are posted on the Navy Yard Facebook page. Sari Soffer for PIDC.